Good morning, students. In this session today we are going to see Geography Unit 1, Asia and Europe. Students, listen carefully. Make a note of each and every important points in your social classwork note. If you have any doubt, make a note of it. The doubts will be clarified on the reopening day. Now let's recall what are all the topics we have discussed in the previous session. In the last class we have discussed about the drainage system of Asia. The rivers of Asia originate from the central highlands. And also we saw about the Three Gorges Dam, the climatic conditions of Asia, about the south, southeast and the eastern parts of Asia are strongly influenced by monsoon winds. And about the deserts. Deserts are found along the western part of Asia. About Gobi Desert, Thar Desert, Arabian Desert, and also we saw about the natural vegetations. And also we saw about the mineral resources of Asia, agriculture of Asia, about fishing, and then the industrial regions of Asia, the transport facilities of Asia, roadways of Asia, and then at last we saw about the festivals of Asia. Now let's see about Europe. Europe. Europe is the sixth largest continent in size and the third largest in population in the world. It has diverse landforms and people. Students, it is a birthplace of Western civilization democracy, that is Roman and Greek and Industrial Revolution. It is the most developed continent in the world. Now let us explore the continent Europe. First, let's see about the location and size of Europe. Europe spreads from 34 degree 51 minutes north latitude to 81 degree 47 minutes north latitude and from 24 degree 33 minutes west longitude to 69 degree 3 minutes east longitude. Students, the prime meridian 0 degree longitude passes through Greenwich in England. The prime meridian 0 degree longitude passes through Greenwich in England. And Europe is found in the northern hemisphere and it covers an area of 10.5 million square kilometer. And it is surrounded by the Arctic Ocean in the north, the Black Sea and the Mediterranean Sea in the south, the Atlantic Ocean in the west, and the Ural Mountains in the east. So it looks like a giant peninsula. Students, do you all know Europe is called the Peninsula of Peninsulas? Why it is called as Peninsula of Peninsulas? Because it is used to draw attention to the fact that Europe is a relatively small elongated appendage to Asia and that a large part of Asia is made up of peninsulas. So it is called Peninsula of Peninsulas. Europe is sometimes called a Peninsula of Peninsulas. Students, do you know what is meant by European Union? Now let's see. The European Union, EU, is an economic and political union of 28 member countries for their welfare. It has own flag and the common currency, the euro. This symbol represents euro, the currency of Europe. Now let's see the facts about the Netherlands. Students, about 25% of the Netherlands lies below sea level. So they have built dikes. They have reclaimed new land from the sea with the help of dikes. These reclaimed lands are called polders. Students, the name Netherlands means lowlands, as most of the country is flat land and that is located slightly above or at sea level, while about one quarter of the country is even below sea level. The landscape is just dominated by flatland and polders. Polders means is nothing but reclaimed land. And there are only some low hills in southeastern parts of the country. Students, do you know that about half of the country is located only about 1 meter above sea level? All other areas are lower and one quarter of the land is below sea level. The highest point in the Netherlands is located in the southeast of the country and is called Walserberg at the three country point in Boven. And this point is located at the border to Belgium and Germany and is 322 meters, that is 1056 feet high. The Netherlands is one of the Benelux countries which include Belgium, the Netherlands and Luxembourg. Now let's see the physical divisions of Europe. Europe has classified, that is diversified physical features such as mountains, plains, plateaus, peninsulas, river, bays, islands and river basins. It can be divided into four physical divisions. Now let's see the four physical divisions of Europe. The northwestern highlands, the Alpine mountain system, the central plateaus, the North European plains. First, let's see about the Northwest Highlands. Norway and Sweden are the largest producers of hydroelectricity. Students, the region includes the mountains and plateaus of Norway, Sweden, Finland, Scotland and Iceland. This region has most beautiful fjord coast. It was created by glaciations in the past. This region has a lot of lakes which serve as reservoirs for producing hydroelectricity. Norway and Sweden are the largest producers of electricity, that is hydroelectricity, in the world. Students, the Northwest Highlands are located in the northern third of Scotland, that is separated from the Grampian Mountains by the Great Glen. The city of Inverness, known as the capital of the Highlands, is by far the largest settlement in the region. Now let's see the facts about Fjord. A fjord is a narrow and deep sea inlet between steep cliffs. It reduces the speed of wind irrespective of its direction. The force of sea waves are also controlled. It helps in the following ways. It reduces the speed of wind irrespective of its direction. Students, fjords are often set in a U-shaped valley with steep wall of rock on either side. Fjords are found mainly in Norway, Chile, New Zealand, Canada, Greenland, and the US state of Alaska. Students, and you know what? Geologically, a fjord or fjord is a long, narrow inlet with steep sides or cliffs created by the glacier. The fjords were formed by glaciers that, through several ice ages, have shaped the landscape. It is assumed that the enormous thick glaciers that formed in these valleys were heavy, that they could erode the bottom of the valley far below sea level before they floated in the ocean water. Now let's see about the central plateaus. The plateaus are found in east-west direction across Central Europe. Many rivers in Europe, such as the Danube, the Volga, and the Tagus, originate from this plateau. Students, plateaus is nothing but a flat surfaced area bounded on one or more sides by cliffs or steep slopes, are known as plateaus. They are found on every continent, along continental shelves, and in most oceans. The largest plateaus include the continent of Africa, the western plateau of Australia, and the Arabian Peninsula. In North America, plateaus occur along the western mountain system in Alaska and the west of the Appalachian Highlands. Plateaus develop in many ways and occur in a variety of geological settings. Ice plateaus cover most of the Greenland and Antarctica. In many places, the sheets are more than 4,900 feet thick with bases and descend well below the sea level. Often, it creates local climates which range from temperate to desert like conditions. Students, do you all know the Pennines is called the backbone of England? The Pennines is called as backbone of students, and you know what? The Pennines is called the backbone of England. The Pennines is called the backbone of England. Note it carefully. It may be asked in 1 mark question. The important plateaus of this region are the Pennines, the Meseta, the Central Massif, Jura. Now let's see about what is meant by Black Forest. The lush and dark colored fig and pine trees give black color to this region, so it is called Black Forest. Students, it is located in a large mountain range in southwest Germany. Black Forest is home to the Cuckoo Clock, the Grimm brothers, fairy tales, and world renowned thermal spas. Black Forest, Germany is a popular vacation spot for local and tourists alike. The Black Forest gets its name from the 100-mile stretch of pine trees so dense the sun struggles to reach the forest floor. So it is called Black Forest. When the Romans arrived in the region nearly 2000 years ago, they brought with them communal bathing, which played an important role in ancient Roman culture and society. And it should be unsurprising that forestry is one of the biggest industries in the region. Logs cut from Germany's Black Forest have built ships in the Netherlands and buildings in Japan. Before industrialization, many farmers used the wood to build cuckoo clocks to supplement their income during the winter months. Students, to this day, Black Forest clockmakers preserve the rich history of the region, using the same means as their forebears to produce hand-carved cuckoo clocks famous for the quality and craftsmanship. Now let's see about the Alpine mountain system. The Alpine mountain system consists of a chain of young-fold mountains found in the southern part of Europe. The important mountain ranges are the Sierra Nevada, the Pyrenees, the Alps, the Apennines, the Cascades, and you know what? The mountains were formed over tens of millions of years as a African and Eurasian tectonic plates. Extreme shortening caused by the event, it resulted as a marine sedimentary rocks. Students, do you know why it is called Alpine mountain system? A mountain system in Europe extending in a curve from the coast of southeastern France through northwestern Italy. So the highest peak of the Alps, Mount Blanc, rises to the height of 4,807 meter. Students, now let's see some of the interesting facts about the Matterhorn. The Matterhorn is the 12th highest peak in Western Europe and the 10th highest mountain in Switzerland and one of 48 Swiss peaks above 4,000 meter. Students, about 3,000 climbers submit the Matterhorn per year. In the summer, up to 150 climbers can attempt an ascent each day. Over 500 people have died climbing on the Matterhorn both on the way up and down from the summit. It is narrow in the west and wide towards the east. Major European rivers such as the Seine, the Rhine, the Danube and the Don crisscross this region and deposit their alluvium. The Andalusian plain, the Hungarian plain and the Wallachian plain are also found in this region. It has rich deposits of coal and iron ore. The North European plain is densely populated region and the cities like Paris, Moscow and Berlin are located here. Now let's see the drainage system of Europe. The river plays an important role in the development of Europe. These rivers are used to irrigate farmland and also help to produce electricity. Drainage is nothing but the main European watershed is a drainage, divide watershed, which separates the basins of the rivers that empty into the Atlantic Ocean, the North Sea and the Baltic Sea from those that feed the Mediterranean Sea, the Arctic Sea and the Black Sea. Most of the rivers originate in the Alps and the central plateau of Europe. The rivers are useful for inland navigation in Central and Eastern Europe. The Volga is the longest river in Europe. Students, keep in mind the Volga is the longest river in Europe. The river Danube passes through 9 countries in Europe. Students, now let's see why are European rivers suitable for inland navigation. The Western Europe has a navigable waterways network of about 19,000 kilometers. Inland waterway transport plays an important role for the transport. Europe has two main flat regions, the North European plain and the East European plain. These rivers do not have sudden breaks and connect various towns and cities. And Europe has 45,000 kilometers of navigable waterways, which is more than what even USA has 40,000 kilometers. A waterway is navigable only if the water is deep, slow and wide enough for certain types of ships to pass through. That's why the European rivers is suitable for inland navigation. Now let's see the climatic conditions of Europe. The climate of Europe varies from the subtropical to the polar climate. The Mediterranean Sea climate of the south has warm summer and rainy winter. Students in Central and Eastern Europe, the climate is humid, continental type. In the northeast, subarctic and the tundra climate has found. The whole of Europe is subject to the moderating influence of westerly winds from the Atlantic Ocean. Students, the area's climate varies with altitude. It has wet, warm summer, average under 17 degrees Celsius. The winters are mild at low altitude but become snowier and colder with higher elevation. Naturally, the area would be the vast bridge, pine and mountain shrub forest. Snow may lie from more than a month to 105 days, but not at coastal or very low altitudes. Students, do you know what is meant by climate divider? Climate divider is nothing but a boundary between regions having different types of climate. The most effective climate divides are the crest of mountain ranges. The boundary between two well-defined ocean currents may also act as a climate divide. The Alps mountain separates the Mediterranean climate from the cold climate of north. Now let's see what is meant by North Atlantic drift. North Atlantic drift is a warm ocean current which brings warmth to the western Europe. The westerly wind further transport warmth across Europe. The warm ocean current flowing northeast under the influence of prevailing winds from the Gulf of Mexico towards Europe and warming its climate are called as Gulf Stream. And it is characterized by warm temperature and high salinity. The North Atlantic current is sometimes concealed at a surface by shallow and variable wind drift movements. The current often mixes with northern cold polar water to produce excellent fishing grounds near islands and along the coast of northwestern Europe. Now let's see today's activity. Students, you have to mark the given places in your map drawing book. Mark the following in the outline map of Europe: Black Forest, River Volga, North Sea, Hungarian Sea.